Why Ronaldo gave the number 7 to Luís Figo. When Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United in 2003, few could have imagined how deeply the number on his back would one day define his legacy. The iconic number 7 shirt at Old Trafford carried the weight of legends, worn by George Best, Eric Cantona, and most recently David Beckham. And for a young Portuguese winger stepping into English football, it represented far more than just a squad number. Yet Ronaldo did not demand it. In fact, at that moment in his career, he did not believe he deserved it. Fresh from Sporting CP, still raw and unpredictable, Ronaldo viewed himself as a player with potential rather than status. The idea of wearing a number synonymous with superstardom felt premature, almost disrespectful to the history behind it. At the same time, Luís Figo stood as everything Ronaldo aspired to become. Figo was already a Ballon d'Or winner, a global icon, and the most accomplished Portuguese footballer of his generation. To Ronaldo, he was not just a teammate in the national side, but a living reference point, proof that a boy from Portugal could conquer the footballing world. During international duty, as Portugal prepared for major tournaments, Ronaldo watched Figo closely, absorbing not just his technique, but his professionalism and leadership. When discussions around shirt numbers emerged, Ronaldo made a decision that surprised many. Instead of chasing symbolism, he chose humility. He offered the number 7 to Luís Figo. It was not a gesture of weakness nor of insecurity, but of respect. Ronaldo understood that greatness was not claimed, it was earned. In that moment, he placed legacy above ego, acknowledging that his time had not yet come. Ironically, that decision would one day make the number 7 even more meaningful when it finally belonged to him. Luís Figo did not immediately accept the gesture with indifference or entitlement because he understood exactly what the number 7 shirt meant, not only within football culture, but within the psychology of a young player trying to find his place. Figo had worn many iconic numbers throughout his career, yet seeing Ronaldo voluntarily step aside revealed a level of maturity that went far beyond his age. Inside the Portuguese national team, the hierarchy was clearly defined. Figo, Rui Costa, and Fernando Couto represented experience and authority, while Ronaldo was still learning how to navigate the expectations placed upon him. In that environment, respect mattered as much as talent, and Ronaldo's decision quietly earned him admiration in the dressing room. Figo later spoke about Ronaldo's mindset, noting that confidence did not always mean demanding attention, but sometimes knowing when to wait. He recognized something rare in Ronaldo, an understanding that patience could coexist with ambition, and that greatness did not need to announce itself prematurely. For Ronaldo, the decision also carried symbolic weight. By giving the number 7 to Figo, he removed pressure from himself, allowing room to grow without the constant comparison to legends. It was a strategic choice, whether consciously or instinctively, that gave him the freedom to make mistakes, to experiment, and to develop away from the suffocating glare of expectation. The media barely noticed at the time. There were no headlines, no dramatic narratives, only a quiet exchange that went largely unseen by the public. Yet within the squad, the message was clear. Ronaldo was not trying to skip steps. He was preparing for something bigger. As Ronaldo's career progressed, the memory of stepping away from the number 7 shirt quietly shaped how he approached success and responsibility. By refusing the symbol before he was ready, He learned to separate identity from validation, focusing instead on performance, growth, and consistency. That lesson would become crucial as his rise accelerated at Manchester United, where expectations multiplied with each season. When Ronaldo eventually inherited the number 7 at Old Trafford, the moment felt different from how many had imagined. It was not claimed through demand, but offered by Sir Alex Ferguson, who sensed that Ronaldo had earned the right through discipline and development. The shirt no longer felt heavy because Ronaldo had already learned how to carry pressure without relying on symbols. The contrast between the teenager who gave the number away and the player who later defined it was striking. What had once represented intimidation now represented responsibility. Ronaldo understood that wearing number 7 was not about history, but about adding to it. And that mindset transformed pressure into motivation rather than fear. Looking back, the decision Cristiano Ronaldo gave the number 7 to Luís Figo feels less like a minor detail and more like a quiet preview of the career that followed. It captured a rare balance between humility and ambition, a willingness to wait without ever lowering expectations for himself. Ronaldo did not reject greatness, he simply understood that timing mattered. That understanding became a defining trait. Throughout his career, Ronaldo repeatedly proved that he respected the path as much as the destination, building his legacy step by step rather than forcing recognition before it was deserved. The number 7 shirt eventually became inseparable from his identity, but when it did, it symbolized readiness rather than entitlement. Figo's presence in that moment mattered. By accepting the shirt, he unknowingly passed down more than a number, offering a reference of professionalism and leadership that Ronaldo would later embody in his own way. What began as an act of respect evolved into a continuation of Portuguese football's lineage. Years later, when fans see Ronaldo's name and the number 7 as one, the story feels inevitable. Yet inevitability is often built on choices made quietly, away from cameras and headlines. This was one of those choices, small in appearance, but enormous in meaning. In the end, Ronaldo did not inherit the number 7 by chance. He earned it through patience, discipline, and an unwavering belief that his moment would come. And when it did, the number was never the same again.